Hey guys, what's going on? It's your coach Amir, and today I want to answer a question from a student of mine who asked me a very broad question, but I felt like a lot of guys can connect with it. And that question was, how do you succeed in life or in anything? And I've struggled with this one thing myself for many years, where I was trying to figure it out. I started my business as a coach and nothing was really working for a while. For a long time, it wasn't working, right? And I really couldn't find the answer of how do you make it, right? So I wanted to create a coaching business where I could live on my own and I could, support myself. And for many years, I just couldn't do it. I didn't know what was the case. And then, I met a coach who helped me out, and eventually I did achieve that success that I was looking for. And the success was really a result of this one thing that I want to talk about. And this one thing really comes down to anything you want to do in life. And it comes from a scene in 8 Mile movie. If you remember 8 Mile, Eminem, there was a scene where his friend is driving him to work in the morning, 6 a.m. And Eminem is like laying in the car, sitting there and thinking, and then he says to the guy, to his friend, he says, "Man, have you ever thought about maybe we should stop living up here and we should start living down here?" And then his friend looks at him and says, "It's 6 a.m. in the morning, man. What are you talking about?" Well, anyhow, that one quote really led me to understanding the key to success in anything really. And that key is to ground yourself. What does it mean to ground yourself? You see, when you set up goals and you want to do something in life, it's very easy to watch these motivational videos or, read motivational quotes. And, they feel very inspirational, right? You're like, oh, I'm inspired and motivated. But what I've found in my experience is that motivation will not get you far. Grounding yourself, so going from the clouds to the ground, will. So, what I mean by grounding yourself is that you ask yourself, okay, what is it that I want to do in my life? So, in my case, it was build a coaching business, right? And then the second question is, what steps are going to get me there? So in my experience was, I had this dream of building this coaching business. And then when it came to daily steps, I would sleep until 9 a.m., 10 a.m., noon sometimes, right? I wasn't grounded in the action steps that I needed to do every day. And then even if I woke up early, I didn't do much. So my action steps did not match my goals. It wasn't until I met a coach and he taught me, look, you have to do your daily steps, your daily actions, and you got to be really committed. It was really hard to do them at first because I felt like, I want to do everything at once, right? But grounding yourself means that you realize that it's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to happen over time. So one day of action doesn't mean a lot, but 30 days of action means something. So if you go to the gym the first day, you're not going to notice any results. You're going to be sore, you're going to feel even worse than you felt before you went to the gym, right? Then the second day, and the third day, and the fourth day. And then eventually after a week, you're going to notice, certain changes in your body. You're going to feel like, hey, I feel different, right? And then after a month, you're going to notice some significant differences in your body. After 90 days, you're going to have a transformation if you stay committed. So it wasn't until I've realized this one thing of grounding myself into daily action steps and staying consistent with them every single day. Now, when I started with this, there were days where I really didn't feel like it. I was like, my entire body wanted to quit, wanted to do something else. It was, the sun was out there. I wanted to go out and just have some fun today, right? A man has to have his, vacation day, right? But in those days, specifically when I didn't feel like it anymore, I had to step down to the ground and say, okay, you want this other goal, now go and get it, right? So prove with your actions what you talk with your mouth, right? So eventually I did, and in 30 days, it was a very quick transformation. After years of struggling in building my coaching business, in like a very small part, which was 30 days, I succeeded. And I eventually was able to support myself, and I've built this, great business for myself that supports me even to this day. And I never forgot the lesson of those action steps. So to put it in plain words for you, if you want to succeed in anything, ask yourself, what is it that you want to do, the vision that you have for yourself. And then ask yourself, what are the daily action steps that are going to take me there? I do want to mention this. What you need to do those action steps is a level of faith that if you do those things, the result will follow. So what my coach helped me to understand is that my action steps will lead to the result. First 7 days, for example, I was working and there was no result. Second week, I was working and there was no result whatsoever. Right now, imagine if you're putting in the work and there are no results. Then the third week, I thought like for sure this is not going to work. But after the third week, the first results started to come in. So you need to understand that as you're doing your action steps, your daily action steps, there's going to be a delay in your success. Success is not going to come tomorrow or next week, but you got to stay consistent and build that momentum wheel, right? Build momentum, and then eventually it's going to explode. So I want to invite you to a certain one thing you can do, whatever the thing is that you want to do. You want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, you want to build a business, you want to, whatever you want to do, give yourself full 30 days of action. Take one action step. So ask yourself, what is my vision? What is one thing or a couple of things that I need to be doing every day to get me towards that? And then do them for 30 days and notice the result. So if it's building a business, maybe it's working on your product every day, or maybe it's calling people up and saying, hey, I have this great product for you, or whatever it is, right? If it's losing weight, maybe it's walking for a couple of steps every day, right? Maybe it's cutting on your food intake. Whatever it is, ask yourself, what is the action step that's going to bring me there? And then stick to it for 30 days. This is my challenge to you. If you really want it, stick to it for 30 days. I guarantee you're going to see the first results about 3 weeks in. But also expect to want to quit after the first week, after the second week, and you're especially going to want to quit after the third week. But stick in there, 30 days, I promise you, you will see the first results. That's it. I hope this video helped you, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.